What up, hooligans, or shall I say hooligans? Maybe I want to retract that. Anyway, welcome back to Osos, which is 2020 backwards. Although we cannot go back in time, I really hope that we all collectively have a better rest of the year in 2021. Today, I am doing my annual DIY gifts video. These are very customizable. I think they're really cute, and I honestly just loved making them for funsies, and for myself it was a really therapeutic time. So hopefully you guys like them. Little self promo, make sure to stream my song Falling to Your Knees, and also you follow me on Instagram at JENerationDIY if you would like to. No pressure. I also experimented with some different makeup today and a different look, so if I look kind of e-girl like, that's what it is, love. I don't know what's going on. It's December. I'm trying to close it out with a bang. Let's get started. So for the first DIY gift idea, we're gonna be personalizing some mugs, and they're really affordable, quick, and easy. So I started out by getting some mugs from IKEA. These were like $2–3. And then I got these acrylic paint markers off of Amazon. I'll link everything down below. These are supposed to be able to paint on a bunch of different surfaces, including ceramics. So I'll get into how well they worked later on in the video. So for the first mug idea, I was super inspired by these mugs that I saw from Enter My Attic on Pinterest. And it's basically this really simple and easy Memphis design, which is that retro pattern in the 90s or 80s or so, definitely not 70s. Okay, I don't know which decade it's from, but it's retro. So I'm just starting out with wavy lines with my blue pen, and it's really easy to wipe off if you make any mistakes within like 5–10 minutes. And then I'm going in with my yellow paint pen, and I'm doing these little lines that look like sprinkles, and then just adding in some orange dots. This took me maybe 5 minutes. It was super quick and super simple, and I think it looks really cute. Okay, because I loved that design so much, I wanted to do another retro looking one, so I took my pink pen and I'm drawing a bunch of little triangles all over, then adding my little yellow sprinkles, and then some... No. Okay, sorry, lol. I'm too popular. Anyway, continuing with the design, I just did a bunch of blue circles and then orange squigglies, and I think it turned out really, really cute. I love this mug. Moving on to the third design. We're really powering through these. So for this one, I wanted to go for kind of like an outdoor camping vibe thing because my friends and I really like to go camping. I drew a couple of evergreen trees with my blue pen, and then drew a moon, which was a circle with a crescent inside, and it ended up actually being too big, so I went in later and shrank it a little. But I also added these orange dots for some stars in the night sky, if you will. So this one was also super easy. And moving on to the fourth mug, this time I took this gray blue colored mug and a white paint pen, and I drew a couple of mountains with some rough squiggly lines, and I tried to do this like hemisphere night sky, but honestly it looked kind of weird and I couldn't figure out why. And I also happened to be on FaceTime with my friend at this time. Wait, does this look stupid? It kind of does.
I think it's because the edge of the sun hits the tip of the mountain. Weird.
There's no sun.
What is it?
It's just like, it's like an astronaut bubble.
It looks fine.
It looks so stupid. Okay, I can fix it.
Can you even erase that?
Yeah, I'm just wiping it off. It literally is like an astronaut bubble. Like, I can't...
Maybe don't connect the ends of the roundness to the mountain.
Okay, maybe I just don't do, like, the snow globe thing. That kind of looks better. Like, just the U, like, not connected.
Oh yeah, see, told you.
Wow, you should be a graphic designer. Anyway, I just ended up taking out the whole snow globe thing entirely and made it an open sky. After I let them all dry, I put them all into the oven and baked them according to the instructions on the packet for the markers. And here's what I have to say about the markers. You definitely can't rub them off with your fingers, but if you scratch them, they will come off. So obviously these are not permanent. If you want it to be a little bit more secure, I would recommend using ceramic paint, using a paintbrush, but I will say it is a lot more secure on the gray one because it's more matte, and so it grips the paint pen a lot better. But I would say that if you hand wash these and treat them with care, I think they will hold up decently. All right, the next gift idea I think is so cool. So we're gonna be making these floral plant candles. So I'm taking these 2 pillar candles that I also got from IKEA for like $1, and then I'm taking these tea light candles. You really just need any kind of candle wax that matches your candle. And I also got these dried pressed flowers. You can press your own flowers, but it is currently the dead of winter in Canada, and these flowers are not to be seen anywhere. So I had to buy these online. Again, everything will be linked down below. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to flame up this tea light candle, and I'm basically using the melted wax as like a glue to seal the flowers onto the candle. Isn't that kind of insane? So I'm using a paintbrush to pick up the candle wax, and I'm just painting a layer over the candles, and it dries really quickly, so it seals down really fast. And this is like super fun and like therapeutic and satisfying to do. It doesn't take long at all. I definitely can't take credit for this idea though, so I'm gonna link down below the Pinterest post that I saw. But yeah, I just went around the whole entire candle and sealed in a bunch of different flowers, and I'm doing the same thing for the second pillar candle with a different color variety of flowers. I just had so much fun doing this. It's so satisfying to do. For some reason, candle wax is just like one of those things that's so fun to play with, but it's kind of dangerous. Also, fun fact, actually really sad fact, I used to play with matches as a kid. I don't know if that's like early signs of a psychopath. I'm pretty sure I'm not a psychopath, but yeah, I used to play with matches and it was like really fun. I used to do a lot of dangerous things when I was a kid. Maybe I'll do a whole video on that. Anyway, I finished sealing in all of the flowers and plants, and I think it turned out really, really cool. And there's a bunch of different things that you can seal into a candle, so maybe I'll experiment with those in a future video. And because the flowers are on the side, I feel like this is relatively safe to be burned. Anyway, those are the candles.
My brothers flew in this afternoon. We're catching up. Oh, what a year.
Alright, so these next gifts are DIY keychains from shrink plastic. These have to be some of my favorite DIYs I've ever done. So, if you guys watched my DIY tumbler pins video from like a couple years back, I'm basically like throwing it back to that. So I bought a pack of these pre-made shrink plastic sheets online, but it's essentially just number 6 plastic, which is usually found in like takeout food containers and whatnot. And luckily I found a piece of this at home. It should have the number 6 in the recycling sign. This is the only type of plastic that will work because it is kind of a hard plastic to find. I will leave the link down below to the plastic sheets. So my idea was I wanted to create a keychain with one of those Spotify barcodes. So I just opened my Spotify and saved the barcode of the song I wanted to my phone, and then in my photos, there's just a bunch of selfies of me crying. That's very much a mood for 2020. Anyway, I airdropped that photo to my iPad because I was going to trace that onto my plastic sheet. I would print this out, but I was like, I want to save paper, and also like I'm too lazy. So because these images are going to be shrunken, you want to draw these 3 times larger than what you actually want it to be. I just used a Sharpie to draw that out. I feel like this is the perfect gift for a friend or family or just someone that you share like a favorite song in common with, or like a memory attached to a song. I feel like it's a very personalizable gift, and it turns out really cute in the end. And then I just cut it out, making sure to leave room for the keychain hole. Also, if you make any mistakes or have any leftover marks from the permanent marker, you can use a dry erase pen to get rid of those. So to make the keychain hole, I'm taking this hole punch and punching a hole in the side. I made 2 of these for 2 of my friends, and I'm also making a bunch of other keychains with the shrink plastic that I bought online, and this is sanded on one side so that you can also use pencil crayons. So I traced out a Yakult bottle. I just thought it was like cute, and I freaking love Yakult. And I also wanted to do this butterfly. I found this picture on Google from this Instagram artist, and I just traced that out with my Sharpie and filled in all of the black parts with my Sharpie, but I used pencil crayon to fill in the center just to see what that would look like. And then I'm taking my hole punch and punched a hole for where I wanted the keychain ring to be, and I cut those pieces out. Pretty straightforward. You can add a border if you want to, but you also don't have to add a border. It depends on what you want it to look like. I'm also drawing these like little citrus slices. I just thought it would be cute. Whenever you use pencil crayon, it'll be more opaque, and whenever you use permanent marker, it will be transparent looking. All right, after I had all of my keychain plastic pieces drawn out and cut out, it was ready to bake them. So once you put them in the oven, they're gonna shrink and also become thicker. So I preheated my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I put them on a baking sheet on a piece of tin foil. I just put them in, and you can watch them shrink. It's so satisfying to watch. You really only need like 30 seconds to a minute for them to shrink and flatten out. The shrinking process is so satisfying. I could literally watch it for hours, and I'm so sorry. My oven looks like something exploded in it because something probably did explode in it. If they don't completely flatten out, you can take a flat object after they're done and just like flatten them out there, but they should flatten out by themselves. I found that the plastic that I used from the container I had at home wasn't as reliable. I like didn't know how much it was gonna shrink, and it kind of was more susceptible to burning. And with the plastic sheets, I found that if you bake it to the point where it completely shrinks and flattens out, it'll have this kind of frosty look, but if you bake it for like 30 seconds to a minute longer, it'll turn completely clear. So that's something I just found out by experimenting, but these are what all of the charms look like after they finish baking. They're so freaking cute. But right now I'm just going to attach them to some keychain rings that I also got off of Amazon. So I am just attaching a jump ring first and then the keychain chain, and I definitely will be making more. I think I'm gonna list a couple of these on my shop if you want to check them out and buy them. I'll link my shop down below. I just have so many of them now because I've been making so many. But yeah, these are so cute and customizable and just like so fun to make. I feel like you can pair the Spotify barcode with a graphic keychain that like matches the personality of the person you're giving it to. I just love this DIY. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have a great December / rest of the year. I know it's been a really tough year for us all, a lot tougher for some than others, and I just really hope that 2021 will bring us a little bit more joy. And if you're feeling down, maybe you can make one of these DIYs for yourself. I think self-care is really important right now. My ears are hurting because I have fake earrings in. Shout out of the week is right here, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!